Good morning. Good morning. Come on, y'all know the drill. Say with me, wake up and win, wake up and win, wake up and win. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for being live with your girl, Dr. Najuma, on our Wake Up and Win morning word. I'm so glad to have you all tuned in with us this morning. Yes, good morning. It is a great morning. And thank you for being tuned in with us today. For those who are joining for the very first time or watching the replay for the very first time, I'm your girl, Dr. Najuma. I am a minister, pastor here in LA, but I'm also I do a lot of work in the area of civic and community engagement, personal mastery coach. One of the things that I have learned by experience, as well as training, is that you can go through a major loss, you can recover, and you can get back out there and win. In 2018, I lost my son, and some bunch of other life challenges happened. But what I've learned over the years is you can recover from all the loss, all the difficulty, all the challenges, recover, restore, be renewed, and get back out there and win. And so that's why I like to come on in the mornings and share a daily win word with you. Right now, we're in a series on self belief. And so we're going to get into that in just a minute. But I want to encourage you to do three things for me: like, share, and subscribe. If you don't subscribe to us already, subscribe to us right now. Click the little subscription button and subscribe. Like the little thumbs up, and then share with someone you know. Maybe you know someone who's gone through a very difficult time in life. They've gone through a great loss and they're trying to figure out how to get back to life. And so this is the channel for them. This is the channel for you. If that's you, if you've gone through any major loss, and it doesn't mean just the loss of someone's life, it could be a loss in your job, a relationship, a number of different things. I've also been through divorce. So that too is a death. Divorce is a death in and of itself as well. And so what I've learned, what I know is that you can go through a major loss, a major traumatic experience, recover, restore, and you can get back out there and win. So let's get into today's win word. It's part 5 of our series we've been doing on self-belief. As a personal mastery coach, what I do like to do is to connect the dots between spirit, spiritual practices, and personal mastery tools, because there is a connection. And what I've learned is that as I go through the journey of healing, go through the journey of restoring and recovering and getting back out there to win, personal mastery tools really seem to be a very practical but also helpful way to move through the work, right? And so one of the areas of mastery is self-belief, right? Learning to believe in self. So if you've missed any of our past talks on self-belief, just go back to the last 3 or 4, last 4, and watch those on self-belief, because of this morning we're on part 5. So what I want to offer today about the power of self-belief is that self-belief, um, the power of self-belief is that self-belief enables one to speak up. Self-belief enables one to speak up. When we work on our self belief, believing in myself, believing ourselves, it empowers us to speak up, and not just speak up verbally, but speak up really meaning to stand up for ourselves, to not allow our voices to be unheard, to not allow our opinions, our thoughts, our ideas to go unheard. A lot of people sit in great rooms and they actually have the answer that the room is looking for, or they have the answer to the question that's being asked. But because sometimes people don't believe in themselves, they are withholding the very answer that's needed, the very idea that's needed. They are withholding um, concepts and thoughts that can really shift and move things forward. And what I want to encourage today is part of why we got to get to the place, get back to really believing in self, is because when I have a strong sense of self-belief, it enables and empowers me to speak up, to show up, to express thoughts, ideas, dreams, visions. It enables and empowers us to speak up in rooms and speak up in situations, but also speak up and defend ourselves, right? To say I have the right to defend myself. And we're not necessarily talking about physically, but sometimes you have to defend yourself verbally. Sometimes you have to say, no, that's not what I'm thinking, or no, that's not what I want. Saying no is great self-defense, right? And so when we when we're operating out of a low sense of self-belief, what also tends to happen is there is a low low response to speaking up for self. There is a tendency not to speak up, because if I don't believe in myself, I may not necessarily believe in my words and believe in what I have to say, or believe that what I have to offer is valuable. And so again, a lot of times people are in the room and they've got the answer, they've got the solution, they've got the great idea, they've got the thing that everybody else needs, but because they're challenged in self-belief, not believing in self, they may not say, they may not express what even the room needs. And here's what I want to say to those of you that are watching live and those that are watching the replay. You really could be the answer to somebody's problem. You really could be the answer to somebody's problem. You really could have the idea that is necessary to move things into a different direction. You really could be that person, and the world needs you, and the world needs your voice, and the world needs your ideas, and the world needs your dreams and your visions, and the world needs your perspective. This is why we need you to develop and to get back to believing in yourself. And we started off this series with a mantra that I believe in myself. And I'm bringing all of myself to the table, to the room, because I believe in myself. We started out with that mantra in the first part of the series. And so part of why we need you to get back to believing in yourself is because oftentimes people who believe and who do have a struggle with believing so are in the room with the answer, with the idea that's necessary. You really could be the answer to someone's prayer in your family or in your community. You really could have the solution that your job or your company, corporation might need. You really could be the one God has sent to say, to speak a word and not back down. But self-belief, believing in oneself, is challenging you. And I want to encourage you to really work on self-belief, really understand that you're necessary. Your voice is needed. Your voice is necessary. Your ideas are necessary. Your thoughts are needed. Your dreams. Somebody needs to hear your dreams. Somebody needs to know your vision because of what it will do. And we talked yesterday about how self-belief is infectious and contagious. Somebody needs to hear you speak up. Somebody needs to hear you speak. And so, again, as we work through this series on self-belief, I want to encourage you. And here is a tip of how you can kind of work on this, right? And that is um, making a decision today that you're going to speak up, even if it's just one time. Like, for those that have staff meetings, just make a decision in tomorrow's staff meeting or today's staff meeting. I'm going to say something, even if it's something not major, not profound, but you're going to speak up. Maybe it's in the classroom. Maybe you're a young person, you're in college or in high school, and you happen to catch this, or your parent sends it to you. I want to encourage you today to speak up. Believe in your thoughts, believe in your perspective, believe in your dream, believe in your idea, believe in what you have to say, because your opinion, your perspective has value. And make the decision to speak up, make the decision to open up and say something today. Why? Because the world needs you. Self-belief, disbelief in oneself. When I don't believe in myself, I'm also saying nobody else believes in me. But I want to counter that with, no, actually, we haven't heard from you yet. They haven't heard from you yet, but when they hear from you, they will definitely believe. But I need you to believe in you. And so make a decision. Make a decision that today, this week, at the next whatever, the next opportunity, that in that next phone call, you're not going to just sit there and let someone else dominate the conversation. You're going to speak up. Just make one decision and put it in practice. Just start with one time, and then do that over and over and over again. Do it over. And I'm not sure who told you to who told you to mute yourself, who told you not to speak, who told you your ideas weren't valuable, your thoughts weren't necessary, or we didn't need to hear from you. I'm not sure where that came from. Many of us were raised in households that said children should be seen and not heard, and that had lifelong effects. Some of us were told by very horrible people that we were dumb or stupid and what we had to say didn't matter. But I come against all of that in the name of Jesus. And I want to encourage you today. Just pick one time. Start with once a day and deciding I'm going to speak up. Today I'm going to speak up in that conversation. Today I'm going to speak up at work. Today I'm going to speak up in the staff meeting. Today I'm going to speak up in class. Today I'm going to speak up for myself. And just start with one. And then wash, rinse, and repeat. And do it every day until you build the confidence that what you have to offer, that what you're thinking, that your idea, as you build the confidence and the self-belief to continue to speak up and to lift your voice. Because we really do, the world really does need to hear from you. And so again, the power of self-belief is that it empowers us to speak up. And really, we need you to speak up. You need you to speak up. We need you to speak up, but you need you to speak up. All right. So let's not let another day go by where you don't speak up at least one time, where you don't believe in yourself again, where you believe in yourself today. I'm sorry. Believe in yourself today and speak up. Yeah, speak up. All right. So listen, y'all, thanks for joining me this morning on Live with Dr. Najuma. Wake up and win. Our win word for today is the power of self-belief to speak up. The power of self-belief to speak up. Let's start speaking up, shall we? Let's do that. All right. Listen, y'all know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, and let's get up, let's get out there, and let's go win. I'm out, y'all. Peace.